I'm worried really about how much fuzzy thinking is going on in the world. Fuzzy thinking, people just not thinking straight.
To save Goa, we need to come together. तूं कोणूय आसूं, एक शेतकार आसूं ओ एक सायंटिस्ट आसूं, आनी तूं खंयचीय भास उलोव, कोंकणी, मराठी, इंग्लीश, गोंयकारा, please remember, language and paper education has nothing to do with your intelligence. Let me give an example. America भिकारी आसात, अमेरिकाक होमलेस आसात, आनी हे भिकारी आनी होमलेस इंग्लीश उलयतात. And please remember, English is the only language they know. That means English is their mother tongue. जरी तर इंग्लीश उलयल्यार one is smarter or better जाल्यार हे इंग्लीश उलोवपी भीक कित्याक मागतात? हे इंग्लीश उलोवपी रातचे रस्त्यार कित्याक न्हिदतात? And also remember, there are countries at advanced level. Taiwan, Korea, Japan, and English is not the reason for their progress. About 500 years ago, English-speaking people were limited to a small island, and no one outside knew or cared about that language. Even within England, Latin was the language. Of the scholars and amongst the ruling class. Once again, language and paper education has nothing to do with your intelligence.
I'm worried really about how much fuzzy thinking is going on in the world. Fuzzy thinking, people just not thinking straight. Consider this following example. Imagine you have a spelling bee. This is contrived, but it makes the point. There's a spelling bee, and you have to spell the word cat. Okay. So one student spells it C-A-T. Person got it right. The next person spells it K-A-T. That's wrong. You got that wrong, okay? When you could argue that K-A-T is a better spelling for cat than C-A-T. Dictionaries know this because that's how they spell it phonetically. And so we've built a system for ourselves where there's an answer and everything else is not the answer, even when some answers are better than others. So our brains are absent the wiring capable of coming up with an original thought.
The age of 15, she earned 60,000 prize amount in her Tamil speech competition. Do you know who's that girl? Any guess? Yes, it's me. I'm also example for youth. They had guts to face everything. When I came here, I just feeling inferior. When my old friend contestant spoke in English, I don't know well English. But I am standing before you, smile in my lips. It is a willpower of our youth.
After years and years spent unlearning it, I take prescriptive linguistics off the shelf in exchange for a paycheck. And I go to work teaching young girls to speak English correctly. The girls are made to read a play by a 400-year-old Scottish warrior written by a dead white man. The girls ask me why the past tense of bring isn't brang, and I say, it just isn't. But most of all, the girls ask me, Miss, is this correct? Is this correct? Am I speaking correctly? And I do not tell them, girls, language is not right or wrong. It is simply spoken. You see, I don't just teach a subject. I don't just teach a language. I teach the skill that determines success in the post-colonial state. I teach the marker of sophisticated intelligence. I teach what we have made into a prerequisite for respect. I teach privilege. I enter the classroom and the stakes are higher. Being bad at maths just makes you relatable, but being bad at English means you will probably be bad at life. So the girls ask me, Miss, is it pronounced poem or poem? And I do not say girls. It is pronounced however you choose to say it. Thank you so much.
Somehow you think something else is superior. Why does something else become superior? Something else becomes superior because it's been ruling us. The English became superior to us. Why? Because they had the guns, they were ruling us. So naturally everything that they did looked superior. So even today, everybody is still looking there. 70 years ago they left, but still most brains are in Greenwich Mean Time, unfortunately. It's time that everybody's brains come to Indian Standard Time and see how to revive this. This is not just for pride, because this is going to be our success, this is going to be our well-being, this is going to be our prosperity. This is not just for pride.
All animals and all plants communicate with vibration, but we are usually told not to go by our feelings, but to listen to what people have to say. Language was designed to hide feelings.
Goenkara, let me know what you think. Leave your comments, if any, in comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share with other like-minded Goenkars. Thank you.